Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Uncharted Wars for the SNES. Heaven's Frogman here, and now we actually get to begin gameplay! Yay! Okay, first, coming here, and this is basically the end. You get to view your statistics and you get to stay, you get to make a day pass by staying in the lodgings. So we'll just take a look at, well, I don't have any mates yet. And no, this guy doesn't count, so I'll just look at myself for now. As you can see at the bottom, we have the statistics we have when we start the game. And of course, for both battle and sailing experience, we're at level 1. No fame, we're completely unknown, we're just another guy on the ship. And we start off with 1,000 gold and we're 16 years old. Now for the fleet, pick a ship, and there you go. Obviously at the top left is a picture of your ship. The picture on the right of it is the figurehead, which having good figureheads on your ships helps prevent disasters like ships suddenly disappearing and shit like that. Well, we'll talk more about that when the time comes. Navigator is whoever's piloting the ship. Durability is your hull power. If that hits 0, if that left number hits 0, the ship sinks and is lost forever. Power is its ability to move forward. Handling is how well the ship turns. Cargo load is obviously how many units of cargo that the ship can carry. Crewman and arms is the type and number of cannons. There's 3 different types of cannon in the game. Guns, I should say. I think it's sakers, culverins, and cannons. Well, I'll tell you more about that when we get to the shipyard. And the port numbers. It tells you the economic and industrial worth of the port of 1,000 points, how much money is currently invested in the port, and how the market is at the bottom right there. 100% is normal. Higher numbers mean higher prices when selling and buying, and lower than 100% is means you're getting a deal when you're buying, but if you're selling stuff, you're getting gypped. By this I mean at the trader, which we'll get to here in a couple of minutes. Okay, so up here we have the guild, which sells helpful items for your voyage. Icons and amulets give you resistance to disasters at sea. A sextant will help you. Will help you determine your position at sea, and weapons will give you extra power in war. Right now, we're not going to buy anything. Nation information will tell you the diplomatic information on each of the 3 nations of the world that this game represents. Okay, and here's the tavern, the bar, or whatever you want to call it. This is where much of the import action happens. You can use it to find mates, which are basically officers. Your levels and your charisma determine how successful you are in finding and recruiting your mates here. You need to be roughly around the same combined level in sailing and battle experience as the one you're trying to recruit. Having a high charisma helps too, though. Unfortunately, we can't recruit either man right now. But that's okay. We don't need extra sailors right now anyhow. You could recruit crew here, but we're not going to do that. You could gossip. You have to actually buy something in order to stick around. And you can get some pretty good miscellaneous information. You can also tip the waitress if there is one at this bar. Not every bar in every port has one. But it's usually a pretty good idea to be on good terms with the waitresses because they can be a good source of information, especially later on. Okay, you can also gamble, but I'll show you guys that after. Yeah, after doing certain activities in the inn, you have to actually wait until the next day. So it's actually a day later. Okay, you can go to the trader, you can sell and buy your goods. And we're actually going to do something. You're actually going to buy as much sugar as we can carry. And we're at capacity. See, Lisbon actually specializes in sugar, which means it's cheap here, and we can generally sell it for a big profit if we know what port to sell it at. And of course, as it so happens, I do. Anyway, here's the castle. Since we do not have a rank here, the butler curtly kicks her ass out, but we'll come back there later on when we are actually invited. And finally, we have the shipyard. You can buy ships once you actually have sailors to navigate. You can buy used and new ships, but we'll get into that later. You can fix whatever ships you have in your fleet. If you're not in a capital city, you can invest in the port. You can also do this at the trader's shop. Investing here will boost the industrial worth of the port, and investing at the trader will invest in the other thing. I can't remember what the name is right now. I'm kind of embarrassed. You can also remodel the ships to put different things on it. What's the name of the other type of worth in this thing? Economic. Thank you. Yeah, investing in the trader boosts your economic worth, and investing in the shipyard boosts the industrial worth of the port. However, since this is a capital port, we're not allowed to invest in it. So those numbers will stay at 800 for the rest of the game. See, if you try to invest, and you can never get the king's consent, so you're out of luck there. And if we want to leave, and we do, we can go to the harbor. You can sail out, we can restock our food and water and wood. Food and water is fairly self-explanatory. You need that to survive out at sea. And wood will help you repair your ships. Transfer will allow you to transfer supplies and men. We actually want to transfer some men. And we don't need a full crew here. We'll just reduce that down to 10. And I'll just say end. And we can't do anything with food and water. We don't need to anyway. We can sail for over a month, so away we go. Now leaving Lisbon. Ding, ding, ding. And of course people come to see us off. Wave to the people, everybody. Wave to the good people of Lisbon as we sail out of here for the very first time. Okay. Welcome to the navigation screen. Directional cursor sets your course. A button actually directional pad directs your course. A button sets it. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ashore here. And what we're going to do here is we're going to actually fix the ship. See, obviously Leon didn't bought the ship used because when it starts out, it's not in tip-top shape. So we're going to fix that right now using the wood we just happen to have with us. Hull is obviously the ship's durability. If that goes to 0, the ship sinks. Mast is your sailing power. It determines how fast your ship actually moves forward, and rudder determines your ability to turn effectively, and how well you can hold a course. How well you can go straight, basically. Okay, so repairs are finished, so we're actually gonna sail. But first, while we're here, you can just wait here, and you can actually wait out. You can actually wait out storms this way, but I'll tell you more about storms after. You can search the area if you happen to be on a treasure hunt. You can transfer supplies. You can fix like I just did there. Or we can finally get our ass going. Okay, folks. I think we'll stop this part of the video at sea here, and yeah. So thank you all very much for watching. This is Heaven's Frogman, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Have a good day, everybody.